Hey everyone, this is Josh here. I literally just finished watching Smackdown Live, and this is Wrestling in Review. We kicked off the night with the contract signing between Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. It was Shane McMahon and Stephanie in the ring, and Daniel Bryan already made his out to the ring. He had Rowan by his side. They were going to introduce Kofi, but first they want to do like a little recap on Kofi Kingston's career. They talked about his debut. They talked about his IC title wins. They talked about his United States title wins. They talked about his time in the New Day. I don't know why they didn't mention any of his tag team title wins outside of the New Day, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Kofi's done a lot. So that's done. Kofi comes out with the New Day. He talks about how he's been here for 11 years and he's finally getting what he deserves. The fans start chanting, "You deserve it," which he really does. I mean, Kofi's been around for a while and he really hasn't had many opportunities. He then promises to beat Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. Then they go to sign the contract, and who interrupts Kofi right before he signs the contract but Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon comes out and says that he appreciates Kofi and he appreciates all that he's done for his business, but he's not a main eventer. He's not a main attraction. And he says he has to replace him at Fastlane for Kevin Owens. And I popped huge, and so did the crowd. The crowd popped huge for this. I love Kevin Owens. I'm glad to see Kevin Owens back. I can't wait to see that match now. And this leaves Kofi free for WrestleMania, so he can get that match at WrestleMania. So hopefully they'll have Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. If Daniel Bryan wins, which at Fastlane, which he most likely win, they'll have Kofi versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, which I can't wait to see. Kevin Owens came out. He looks great, by the way. He lost a lot of weight. Not that that matters, but he lost a lot of weight. And he has a new tattoo on his arm. It looks really good. There was some really good acting by Xavier and Big E during all this. While Kofi just looks sad and doesn't say a word as they're leaving, Xavier and Big E, they scream off into the distance how, he doesn't deserve this, how he deserves more. Anyway, they leave. Kofi and Daniel Bryan, not Kofi, Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan signed the contract. So hopefully, like I said, I hope this saves Kofi and Daniel Bryan for WrestleMania. They go to commercial break, and when they come back, they have a backstage segment with Kevin Owens. He's basically saying, he deserves this, and he doesn't need an explanation why it happened. He then asks Stephanie McMahon for a match later on in the night for him and Kofi to fight Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Okay, that's going to be good. I want to see that. He also says that Kofi is just as deserving as he is to get a title shot. It just didn't work out that way this time. We go into the first match of the night, and it was a big surprise return again. Matt Hardy returns, and they have the Hardy Boys versus the Bar. I was so happy to see Matt Hardy return. It didn't look like he was doing his Woken gimmick. It just looked like they're doing the Hardy Boys gimmick again. Matt Hardy looks in awesome shape. He looked in really good shape. The Bar had most of the offense, but that's what they do. They give. In most matches, they give the heels most of the offense, so the good guys can come back, or the faces can come back and get a good win. Jeff got worked on a lot in this match, so that he could get work, so they could get the hot tag to Matt because he was the returning one. They finally got the hot tag. There was this big scuffle in the ring. I think it was Matt Hardy and Cesaro in the ring. Matt Hardy got the best of it. He then tagged. He got the twist of fate. Tagged in Jeff, and they got the 1, 2, 3. Big win for the Hardy Boys. I enjoyed this very much, even though, the treating the bar like crap because, they keep on losing. But this was just a big return, and I was like, okay, that's okay because this is huge right now because Matt Hardy just returned. I gave this match 3 stars out of 5. Next was another backstage promo. This time it was Ricochet and Aleister Black sitting in front of the TV, watching the match that just happened. They made a comment, or Ricochet made a comment about how he would love to fight the Hardy Boys. It was announced a little earlier that Aleister Black and Ricochet would fight Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. So in this backstage promo, Lana interrupts them and says, that they're rookies, they don't know what they're doing, that Rusev and Shinsuke are going to, destroy them in the ring. Oh, they're going to crush them. They're going to crush them in the ring. And that's what she said, too. That was the end of that. They went on to show a video package of the Honky Tonk Man, who's the second inductee into this year's Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Honky Tonk Man. He really deserves it. I'm happy about this. I mean, I've seen Honky Tonk wrestle many times. I mean, I watched wrestling back when he was on his run with the Intercontinental title, and I really enjoyed that. It was sad to see him lose it to just a random match with the Ultimate Warrior, but that's what happens. Next, they had another match. This is the R-Truth. He was reopening the U.S. title open challenge. He says that he wanted to be like his hero from when he was a little child, John Cena. Even though I'm pretty sure that R-Truth is older than John Cena. But anyway, this is R-Truth being R-Truth. He is interrupted by Andrade, who seems to be answering the challenge. And then Andrade is interrupted by Ray, who attacks Andrade on the way to the ramp and runs to the ring to take the challenge. Both men eventually get into the ring, and R-Truth says that, he'll take them both on, and it turns to a foot match, and I really enjoyed this match too. SmackDown is good for the matches. It's more of a wrestling show than a sports entertainment show. This was a really good match. It was very fast paced. There was a nice kick on the outside. That move that Rey Mysterio does is like a sliding splash onto the opponent outside the ring. Well, he was going to do that, and then Andrade kicked him while he was in midair out of the way, and I really enjoyed that. And also, there was a Hurricane Rana to Andrade off of R-Truth's shoulders and down to the ground. I enjoyed that too. Andrade and Rey Mysterio. This was basically like an Andrade Rey Mysterio show, where they just were showing off what they can do. And they were trying to reintroduce this feud into the universe, because hopefully they can get a match at WrestleMania, because why not? Because people love this feud. I mean, I love this feud. I know, and I've heard on the internet that everybody else loves this feud. I mean, look what they do in the ring. I could watch these guys fight every night of the week and not get tired. There was a spot in the match where R-Truth copied John Cena, and he hit his "You Can't See Me" and gave him the 5-knuckle shuffle. Rey Mysterio was going to go for the 619 on Andrade, but he actually did hit it. I'm sorry. He did hit that 619 on Andrade, and then he was rolled up by R-Truth, pinned him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. R-Truth defends his title. Good match. I love this match. I gave this match 3.5 out of 5 stars. What else to say? This is just a really good match. After the bell rang and R-Truth got out of there, Andrade attacked Rey Mysterio, tried to take him out, but no, it didn't work. Rey Mysterio got the upper hand, and Andrade ran out of the ring and got away. So hopefully this leads to some another big matches between Rey and Andrade. I'd be happy to see that. I mean, like I said, they can do wonders in that ring. The announcers confirmed that Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan it's gonna happen in the main event, which obviously that's what the main event was gonna be, because what else was it gonna be? Next we get a Charlotte Flair segment, and I couldn't wait for this because Charlotte Flair has been on fire as of late, especially since she's gotten put into this feud with Ronda and Becky. It's the heel she's the heel that the story needs, because Ronda's not really a heel and everybody's booing Ronda because of Becky. You're not going to boo Becky because Becky is literally the man. She is the man, and she better win at WrestleMania. She better be holding that title up at WrestleMania, because there's no other way to end that show than with Becky holding that title up and, being the man. Anyway, Charlotte Flair segment, she comes out, she comments on what Vince did with Kevin Owens and Kofi, how he made the main event better for Fastlane. She said it was almost as good as when he did it with her at WrestleMania. She says that the reason that Vince picked her, well, one of the reasons that Vince picked her is because, she does stay in her lane. She does exactly what is asked of her from the higher ups, and she delivers every time. And you know what? I can't disagree with that. Charlotte is an amazing wrestler. Like, she whenever she's out there, she puts on one hell of a show. Even if you're booing her or you like her, you still end up chanting, "This is awesome," in every single match she's in. Well, almost every single match she's in. She goes on to say that Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey fear her. And she says that she fears nothing, and she fears no one. Just really building herself up. She then says that Ronda's a hypocrite, and she shows a video package of Ronda on Raw. I think it was November or October. It was when she says that champions never quit, they never lay down, they give 100%, even if they're at 1%. Anyway, and Charlotte Flair said that there you go, from the mouth of Ronda herself, she can't be champion anymore because she laid down the title. She basically doesn't want to be champion anymore. She then said that she will be on Raw to accept the women's Raw title from Vince McMahon. Now, it was a little throwaway line, but like something that Tom Phillips said on commentary. He just said that Charlotte Flair either is permanently stuck on the title, or she didn't see or hear what happened to Ric Flair on Raw when Batista attacked him. I thought, I kind of like that line. Next was the tag team match between Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Shinsuke and Rusev. I thought this match was going to be better than the one on Raw, because Shinsuke and Rusev aren't really a tag team. Well, I know they are a tag team, but they haven't been together for a long time. And then again, neither have Ricochet and Aleister Black, even though they're not really a team. They're just putting together because. But it lasted longer than the match on Raw with the tag team champions, which I thought was kind of bad. I thought it was stupid, because those are your Raw tag team champions. They should get a little bit more time than just some random team put together just for the sake of it. But other than that, this was a pretty good match. It was fast paced. There there was a nice routine at the start of it between Aleister Black and Shinsuke, just reversing each other's move, trying to psych each other out. There was also some nice knee strikes and kicks and other strikes to Shinsuke from Aleister Black later on in the match that just looked perfect. It looked like they hurt, even though I know, well, we all know wrestling's not real, but, I shouldn't say that. I don't mean that at all. Wrestling is real. It's scripted. It's scripted. I hate when people say that wrestling's fake or wrestling's not real, because it is. People get hurt. People get hurt all the time. It's hard. I would love to see someone who say it's fake try to be a wrestler. Like I said, it lasted longer than the match on Raw, which I didn't like. So, meh. Big no. Ricochet got worked on a lot during this match. It was basically to get the hot tag to Aleister Black, which eventually oh, no, I'm sorry. No, it was the other way around. Aleister Black got worked on a lot during this match. It was to get the hot tag to Ricochet, which eventually did happen. And when he did get in, there was a lot of flips, a lot of dives. He did eventually get caught by Rusev, who gave him this evil-looking sidewalk slam. It just looked like it looked like he crushed him. It looked like he crushed him. And, like, he could have pinned him, and in real life, that would have been over. It would have been done. It would have been done. But eventually, Aleister Black and Shinsuke Nakamura were able to be tagged back in, so the legal men. And Shinsuke was going for the King Sasha, and it was reversed into the Black Mass. They got the pinfall, 1, 2, 3. An amazing match. I liked it. I'll give it 3 stars. Most of the matches on here are given, well, they have, all of them are at least 3 stars, and some of them are more. But yeah, awesome match. I can't wait to see what else they do with Aleister Black and Ricochet. Because right now they're doing everything. Oh, well, I shouldn't say everything. They're doing almost everything right. Next, there was another backstage promo. It was just AJ, and he was talking to a backstage commentator. I don't know who it was, I forget her name, but she was going on and saying that maybe AJ's in a slump with him, losing lately. And, he lost his title and he wasn't able to get it back. And AJ goes on to say, I'm gonna pick up everything, gonna return to form, and this is the house that AJ Styles built. He was then interrupted by Randy Orton, which I'm assuming they're setting up their feud for WrestleMania, which I want to see that match so bad. I can't wait. I just think that's going to be an awesome match. I hope it doesn't disappoint. Randy Orton just simply says, "The house that AJ what?" and then walks away, and it just kind of like leaves you like with a bad, I shouldn't say, not us, but I mean AJ. It leaves AJ with a bad taste in his mouth. So, next they did this whole Lacey Evans things again, where Lacey just walks down to the ring. And you know what? They even tease you a little bit, because she took off her gloves and walked a little bit further, like she was getting to get in the ring. And then nope, turns right around and walks up. I'm getting sick of this. I don't care for this at all. I mean, if you guys like it, I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know why you would. I mean, it's just getting boring. I've heard stories on the internet that say Lacey Evans is going to challenge Asuka at the WrestleMania. I wish they could get going on that instead of just doing nothing with her. Especially, and even with Asuka. Asuka wasn't even on the show tonight. Your SmackDown Women's Champion was not even on the show tonight. I mean, and that blows my mind. I mean, I know they're trying to make a big deal of the Raw Women's title, and which they are. They're doing a great job. An excellent job with the Raw Women's title. But what's going on with the SmackDown Women's title? Why not introduce it more? I mean, I know you still got I think over a month or so to I'm not exactly sure. I think it's over a month or so till WrestleMania. Why not do something with her? I mean, because it's just, you had that one match with Mandy last week, and then she lost, and then not even on the show this week. Not even a mention of her. Why not do something? I mean, come on, people. I mean, I know I'm just a guy sitting here doing a video on YouTube, but even I know that you wanna push Asuka to the moon. You want to. Come on. But anyway, instead of going on that rant, I'll continue on with this. Next was oh no, it wasn't the main event. Sorry, they had another video package of Roman Reigns just saying what happened on Raw, with him coming out saying that he's in remission, and that he's gonna be back in the ring, and which is a good moment. Just another good moment. What can I say? Awesome. I'm glad he's okay. I'm afraid, though, after a bit, like, I don't want him to, but WWE's probably gonna use him the same way they did before. I'm afraid in a bit that he's gonna be booed again. I hope not. I hope they do it right this time, but you never know. But I'm glad to see he's okay, and I'm glad to see he's back. So now it was time for the main event, which was Kofi and Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan. It's kicked off with Kofi and Rowan in the ring. After a bit of Kofi getting beaten up, KO blind tied him. So I thought maybe they were going to have little issues during the match. I thought maybe they were going to scuffle and fight with each other, which I thought maybe would have cost them the match. But a little bit after that little scuffle, they start working. Well, they do. I say they start working together, but they do a tag team move together. They do a double team move, which I thought was pretty nice. So they're kind of bouncing in between of what they want to do here. I think Kevin Owens was trying to show off to Kofi because he does a little flip over the rope, which looked really good. It was just like, it wasn't anything. I shouldn't say it's not fancy, because I couldn't do it. But he just jumps and flips over the top rope just like he's done before. Somewhere along the way, I don't know how he got it or where he got it, but Daniel Bryan, he got a goose egg like right around here on his head. And I hope he's okay. I hope they didn't. If when they go back and they do his tests on him, that he's able to continue on wrestling, and I hope he doesn't get a concussion. But yeah, it did look like a little bit of a goose egg on his head. Bryan and Rowan had a lot of the offense here. Again, it's what you do. You have the heel team attack, get a lot of the offense in until the face team can come and get a comeback. It was Kofi Kingston taking a lot of the beating here until Kevin Owens could get the hot tag, which was kind of weird because he didn't really get a hot tag. He just blind tagged himself in again. But he did come in hot. Like, he attacked everybody. He for a while there, he was beating up everybody. Eventually, it was Kofi and Daniel Bryan in the ring, and Kofi was on the bad end of an amazing, a real good looking superplex. It just looked. They were just in the right spot. No one went further down than the other one did. They were like level, and I just thought it looked really nice. There was a real close call with Kevin Owens hitting the pop-up powerbomb on Daniel Bryan, and there was 1, 2, and right at the last second, Daniel Bryan gets his shoulder up. There was another little moment on the outside where Kofi and Rowan were fighting, and Kofi does I know he's done it before, and he's done it a number of times, but he does that trust fall onto his opponent, which is funny because that's just something simple. You wouldn't think that something simple will get so over like that. You just fall backwards, bam. And then in the end, Kofi and Kevin Owens won. Kevin Owens got the pinfall on Daniel Bryan with a stunner. He gave him the Stone Cold Stunner, and pinned him 1-2-3 right in the middle of the ring. I laughed. I LOL'd a few times. Match is over. Daniel Bryan, Rowan leave, and it fades to black with Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston in the middle of the ring, kind of like with a face-off. And that was your SmackDown. I liked the show. Give me your opinions, if what you thought about it, if you liked it or disliked it, if you agree with me or disagree with me. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you all for watching. You have a good night.